Now again, the vibration, the best strategy is again to review our risk assessment and see which are our activities or processes are there creating more vibration and and damaging our employees, or even to the building stability sometime, because sometimes we don't realize, especially when we have renovation projects awarded to the contractors, then surely the vibration must be considered one of the major concern, rather than just focusing on the renovative areas and believe the building is looks new. But what would be the internal structure, how it is going to be affected because of this vibration, because they'll be using concrete kind of vibrating tools, breaking to concrete, and most importantly, using several drills, a lot of equipment, just to demolish some of the areas and then renovate. So how that vibration is creating damage to the other building parts have to be considered. Same way, how many processes are there creating a terrible vibration and damaging to our employees' health. So let's discuss as per NEBOSH how seriously they are discussing about this health effects of exposure to vibration. One of the biggest effect is the hand-arm vibration. Hand-arm vibration syndrome, like HAVS, and that means a vibration, white fingers. Look at the picture. That means blanching. Nerve damage because of vibration, because if it is trembling like this, just imagine if you're trembling your hand like this all the time, and see what would happen to your veins, your muscles, your skin layers even. So that is why the nerve damage, the muscle weakening, and joint damage. Carpal tunnel syndrome could also be another reason. So we can see HSC guidance L140, as per hscuk.gov.uk. Now we can study more about vibration. Now, what are the health effects of exposure to vibration? The whole body vibration effects could be back pain, and examples of occupations are drivers, dumper truck driving, and they are the occupations. Now think about the off-road driving, the desert driving, the driving in the hilly areas, the driving in uneven kind of roads, not fully leveled, or the damaged roads. And think about the vibrating tools our employees are using and how terribly their health would be affected through, especially the back pain even, not only the hand-arm vibration syndrome only or carpal tunnel syndrome. Now, what is the best way as per Control of Vibration and Work Regulation 2005? No harm to have a detailed assessment. And vibration dose, no doubt, determine on the magnitude, like what level of vibration is there, and the duration of exposure. Personal exposure is also estimated. That means the called 8 hours energy equivalent vibration magnitude could be A8. This is compared to the legal standards. Everything have some sort of legal standards. Every risk, against every hazard, somewhere you will find the legal standards, permissible exposure limits, or maybe as per legal standards, what controls you're going to implement if that particular hazard or risk is there, you will definitely find. Now, do you have any idea about vibration exposure standards? Vibration exposure standards. If I'm gonna tell you, please have a research and browse the vibration exposure standards. Take your 5 minutes and let me see what list you're gonna bring up in the chat box. Vibration exposure standards of Saudi Arabia. Let's take our research based on our country, like Saudi Arabia, mashallah. What are the vibration exposure standards in Saudi Arabia as per Saudi legal laws? Let's see if we can research and find out the right set of standards related to vibration.
Problem with that.
Yeah, because I gave actually 5 or 10 minutes just to find out the local vibration exposure standards of Saudi Arabia. So any one of you have done this research or not yet? Have you find any reference of Saudi Arabian legal regulations related to vibration?
Well, for me, still, I didn't find. Yeah, still, I'm searching also.
Yes, my friends, anyone found any reference from Saudi Arabia? I got one document, but that is kind of vibration acceptance criteria. And the several reference I gave in the WhatsApp group. I'm sharing this one also. It should come from PME or SASO, either from SASO, or even if you're working with the Royal Commission, the Royal Commission standards should give us some insights what are the acceptable vibration limits into our operations. Or even if you're working with Saudi Aramco, they can also help us to get some insights about vibration in the same way as per 5-star safety program of Saudi electricity. There would also be a kind of some standards, that will surely, but still I'll keep going on and we'll try inshallah to find out what are the local kind of vibration exposure limits or standards in Saudi Arabia, because we are living in Saudi Arabia. So the first single most important responsibility we have is to follow and respect our local legal laws before even we talk about global laws or standards. But as per the global regulations, especially the UK regulations, at or above the daily exposure limit 2.5 millisecond minus scale or 0.5 millisware, that means the vibration risk assessment should done, reduce exposure level, training and health surveillance. If at or above daily exposure action values, these are the action values as per UK regulations. At or above the daily exposure limit, if it is 5 or 1.5, that means the vibration risk assessment must be done, and accordingly, we need to create a reduced exposure below the ELV, exposure limit values. No, the basic vibration control, same like the noise. What we have to do is either to reduce vibration at the source or interrupt or have some working on the duration. Ultimately, the peak is the last solution. So if we want to reduce vibration at source, again, hierarchy of control, eliminate, substitute, change work technique or maintenance. Otherwise, interrupt the pathway means isolate, and duration, have some limit time exposed, and also the PPs would also be helping. And to be very honest, as a safety auditor, several companies I noted, they're not providing anti-vibration gloves actually. But in Sadara, surely you're gonna have. But most of the contractors, even in construction, I noted, the employees are using vibrating tools, but the gloves they are using, the ordinary gloves, not the designed, approved gloves for vibration processing. Now, role of health surveillance at or above the exposure action values. we surely have to have health surveillance, which allows us to identification of workers with pre-existing vibration damage or new vibration damage. Removal, exclusion of such workers from vibration sources, investigation of vibration sources to rectify problems, Same like we have audiometry test for noise hazard. Now we have kind of the health surveillance for pre-existing vibration damage and new vibration damage. So that should also be part of our health surveillance strategies, how to calculate and find out the pre-existing vibration damage relevant to any employee, especially the employees working with highly vibrating tools or environment. Now, the third hazard, as per NEBOSH theories, we are going to discuss the radiation 5.3.